Let men use you. Ladies, women who win allow men to use them.
At this point, I honestly don't believe that black women take Kevin Samuels seriously. At least I'm hoping they don't. But the point of this video is to show black women the monster you're creating in black men. By asking Kevin Samuels for advice and allowing him to degrade and abuse you gives him and the men who listen to him a non-deserved ego boost. An ego that allows black men to feel so above you that they can tell you to let men use you. The black women who call Kevin Samuels for dating advice is part of the problem, and they need to be called out on it. And if you think you heard it wrong that Kevin Samuels is telling black women to let men use them, he's going to say it multiple times. He's going to explain how you should let them use you and why.
You know they're going to lose their mind on that one. What do you mean they allow men to use? Yes, we can use you. Feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. We should be able to use you. You are a helpmeet after all. Well, and here's the thing. This is why I tell men in general, black men in particular, don't believe this crap about partners. Women today want you to be able to pay the bills because they feel like if you can't pay their bills, you can't tell them what to do. Well, here's the thing. If you're going to pay some bills, you need to be using her. She needs to be a feminine asset, a feminine tool. You should be able to use everything about this woman to your benefit and to her benefit. You should be able to use her network, her education, her income. Anything that she possesses should be yours to use and direct for the betterment of the family.
Just so we understand, a black woman who invested in a higher education, developed a working network around her, and has put herself in a position to obtain a high income, should then give all of her accomplishments to a black man so that he can use it for his benefit? Did we hear this right? I honestly believe it's Kevin Samuels' goal to make a black man even more undesirable than they already are. And more than that, for the past 5 years, black men have been saying a woman's education and income means nothing to them. Now they want to use all of her accomplishments for their benefit. How about this? How about black women keep everything they worked hard for and they tell these black men to get out of their face?
Modern women are losing because you can't use them. If you can't use her, she's losing. If you can't be used, you're not feminine.
Does Kevin Samuels really believe that his words hold so much power that black women are going to let themselves be used just for the sake of having black men call them feminine? And what exactly are black women losing if they don't do this? The chance to be in a relationship with an uneducated, antisocial, underemployed black man? If you break down what he's saying, he's describing a broke black man who has nothing, who's looking for black women to help him come up. This is how the phrase, "I don't need a man," started. Because if she has everything on her own, what does she need him for?
Well, hold on. I know there are going to be plenty of women out there saying that's fine and dandy, Kevin, but I can't put my guard down or whatever because I got to pay bills, such and so forth. Here's the answer. Fabian, I told you this. Ladies, here's the solution. Here's the solution. You already got your education. You're already out here and working. You feel like you're too far down the path. Here is the solution. Here is the solution to be of use to a man. Here's the solution to be of use to men. Here's the solution to show men with your actions that you are serious about becoming and maintaining your femininity as a woman and becoming a wife, mother, and useful to men. Here's the solution. You ready, ladies? Ready? Decrease your standard of living to average. Oh, shit. Decrease your standard of living. Think about it. What do you mean, decrease your standard of living? Decrease your standard of living to average to where you are, if you're making $60,000, $70,000 a year, fine. Decrease your standard of living down to 40,000. This is a suggestion I make to women all the time. Stop living at your income. Start living at your sexual marketplace value.
This last statement sums up what Kevin Samuels has been trying to accomplish all along. Black men are in the bottom shelf of society, and they're not doing anything to rise up and do better. So instead of guiding them to be great, he wants black women to voluntarily downsize their lifestyle and live on the bottom with low-tier black men. How exactly does this help the black community as a whole? So now he's telling black women how to spend their money, to downsize their lifestyle so that they can accommodate black men and their low standard of living in this society. First, black women aren't going to do this. But second, what does that say about black men and their image? Isn't that a concern of Kevin Samuels? That black men on average don't have what it takes to be successful on their own and need black women to help them come up? In addition to asking women to give up everything they've worked hard for, Kevin Samuels also wants black women to make peace with men cheating on them. And if a man has women on the side, he's definitely spending money on them, which would mean that he's spending her money on his side chicks.
It is far more helpful if women today had the mindset of women 50, 70, 100 years ago. Boys will be boys. It's just something guys do, as long as it doesn't cause any problems. But I'm still going to tell women that men are basically as faithful as their options because, in my opinion, it is far better for women to understand male nature. It's a possibility and make peace with it versus trying to control men. Ladies, if you don't want a man to cheat, get a woman. Buy a dog, die alone. Well, I'll get an average man. So what? We know how that goes. We know how that goes. I'm going to tell you, the kind of caliber of men that I know and I talk about and I refer to are really disgusted that they can't have women today that understand how much better we could do if you let us use you. But it's going to have to be a choice. Women today, this is why I hear all these college educated women, especially black women. Let me lower my tone. Let me lower my tone. Let me lower my tone and let's get into this. All right. Let me do this. All right. Let me lower the tone. All right. Black women. College educated black women. It is far better if you would allow yourself to be used by us. Your degree in marketing, your connections in the neighborhood, everything that you have, we could take it and do wonderful things with it, and you would share in everything. We would do more with it than you could ever possibly imagine. And this is what other groups of women understand. They allow themselves to be used by their men, and that's their upfront investment. And they have enough trust and faith in their men that their men are going to do something valuable with it.
If women of other races trust their men, it's because their men have a proven track record of building and providing for them, building safe communities for the women and children, building premium schools and hospitals, beautiful parks, banks, and grocery stores. Men of other races provide generational wealth that they can pass down to their children and their children's children, and so on. The only thing black men do, and have done collectively, is to try to convince black women to accept them cheating.
If you don't trust the average black man, then go get a non-black man. Because we require that from you as women. We require using you.
Stop using black women. Stop it. They are not your provider. You're supposed to be their provider. You're supposed to be a man. You need to get off your ass. You need to go to work. You need to get a job. Black women are not supposed to be the breadwinner of the family. Hello. I know you might think that, but they're not. You're supposed to be a man. You were born as a male, and you're supposed to grow into a man. Grow up, take care of your family, take care of your woman.
And you ladies can say what you like, that, oh, well, he wasn't for me, or this or that. I know the truth. I sit down and talk to you every day, and the truth is, it bothers you. It bothers you being single, educated, smart, accomplished, alone in your 30s. It bothers you. Every day I hear you. If I had my camera on, every day I am talking to women 29 to 45 years old who are really looking at life saying, on paper, my life should be incredible. I look good, I smell good, I'm in good shape, I went to this school, I did this, but I am chronically alone.
Kevin Samuels doesn't want to say what it really is, and that is that average black men don't provide enough for the average black woman. And that is why his suggestion is for you to lower your standard of living to meet black men at the bottom. And of course it bothers black women that their natural counterpart have proven to be useless to them. That would bother any race of women, but only black women have the problem of lack of eligible black men. And just because a black man is single and may not have children doesn't mean he's eligible. So black women, are you ready to give up your life to a follower of Kevin Samuels now that he lowered his tone and asked you nicely? Are you ready and willing to let Kevin Samuels pimp you out to his followers so that they can use you? The fact is, they couldn't or didn't get a formal education, and they don't make enough money to take care of a family. But you're supposed to trust them. And if you don't let them use you, then you're not feminine.
You guys, let me tell you something. Black women are not a doormat for you. Black women are not just a child bearer for you to have as many baby mamas as you possibly can. And I'm sick of it. I am so sick of it. You guys need to step up. You guys need to stand up for black women. Protect them. If you're going to be with them, you better have your ass out there protecting them. Because you don't. Nobody does. And this isn't a message to, you may be thinking that this message is to black men. It's not. It's to every man. Regardless of race or ethnicity, It's to whoever is with a black woman who's trying to use a black woman right now. You know you are. You know you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. If you're using a black woman, if you're putting your hands on a black woman, if you're using her and she's paying your rent and you're sitting your ass on the couch every day while she's raising your kids, you ain't shit. And I'm sick of it. Grow up, be a damn man, and treat a black woman like the queen she is. That's all I have to say, guys. For now. There'll be more to come. Black women are not your doormats. Stop acting like it.